Welcome, listeners, to another spine-chilling session under the cloak of darkness, where reality teeters on the edge of the unknown. Tonight we delve deep into the shadows of the natural world, where cryptids, those elusive creatures that defy explanation, roam unseen. You're about to hear stories of terrifying encounters with beings that shouldn't exist, yet somehow do, lurking just beyond the veil of our understanding. These are not mere tales of fiction, but harrowing experiences shared by those who have come face to face with the unimaginable. So dim the lights, keep close, and prepare to explore the eerie and uncharted territories of the cryptid realm. Are you ready to confront the mysteries that walk among us? Let the journey begin. Story 1: Echoes from the Shadowed Lake.
Under the haunting glow of a full moon, the stillness of the night was my only companion as I sat by the lake's edge, engaged in the solitude of night fishing. My back was to the dense woods that seemed to watch over me with an eerie quietude. A small lantern beside me flickered gently, casting shadows that danced in the night. It was in this tranquility that an unsettling noise broke the silence, a disturbance from the darkness behind that sent a shiver down my spine. Turning slowly, my heart pounding in anticipation of a mundane encounter with the woodland's usual suspects, what met my eyes was far from ordinary. Emerging from the thickets was a being that defied natural order, a grotesque figure that moved with an unsettling grace on all fours. Its limbs were elongated, its posture bizarrely humanoid, yet beastly, with its hind raised as if mocking the posture of man. The moonlight bathed it in a ghastly beige, highlighting its naked, hairless form that seemed neither human nor animal. Frozen in terror, my instincts screamed for action. Quietly, I reached for my Bowie knife, its cold steel a small comfort against the unknown creature before me. As it scampered towards the water's edge, its movements were eerily silent, a ghostly apparition that seemed to glide rather than run. With a grace that belied its grotesque form, it entered the water, disappearing beneath the surface without so much as a ripple, leaving no trace of its existence save for the chilling memory of its presence. The night that followed was a torment of anticipation and fear. Questions raced through my mind, each more unsettling than the last. What was this creature that defied explanation? Was I its target, or merely a witness to its nocturnal wanderings? The lake, once a place of solitude and peace, now felt like a border to an unseen world, teeming with secrets too dark for the human mind to fathom. As dawn broke, the light brought little comfort. The shadows receded, but the memory of the encounter lingered, a haunting reminder of the night's terror. My catch lay forgotten, the thrill of the hunt lost to the fear of the hunted. The experience left me with an unshakable feeling of unease, a sense of having glimpsed something beyond the veil of our understanding. To this day, the memory of that night haunts me. I find myself searching for explanations in the lore of cryptids and creatures of the night, hoping to find an answer to the mystery that invaded my reality. Yet, deep down, I fear that some truths are better left undiscovered, hidden in the shadows from which they emerge to haunt the edges of our world.
Story 2: Mist of the Unknown, a porch-side enigma.
On a tranquil evening, I found solace on my front porch, the air filled with the kind of ease that only comes with the company of a best friend. Our conversation meandered through countless topics, a comfortable lullaby against the backdrop of night's embrace. Yet, this serenity was abruptly shattered by the unmistakable sound of hurried footsteps echoing through my house, a dissonant note in our symphony of words. Panic flickered in our eyes as we pondered the impossible. The back door was secure, the front door under our watchful gaze, and the house devoid of hidden entrances. Could the aging bones of our abode have conspired to mimic the living? We ventured inside, hearts heavy with dread, only to find our fears unmet. The house lay as still as the air before a storm, its secrets undisturbed. The night matured, and we returned to our porch-side vigil, the earlier disturbance now a ghost of memory. But the calm was not to be ours for long. From the corner of our vision, a darkness coalesced, a specter more profound than the absence of light. It manifested as a dense black fog, a shadow in the truest sense, defying the logic of light and space. This enigmatic orb of darkness, shapeless yet ominously present, hovered at the edge of our sanctuary, cloaking the porch roof in an impenetrable veil. Its presence was an affront to reality, a void where light dared not tread, and for a fleeting eternity it claimed dominion over our world. As suddenly as it appeared, the shadow receded into the ether, leaving behind nothing but the chilled whisper of its memory. Were we the victims of our own weary minds, tricked into a shared hallucination by the late hour? Or had we glimpsed something beyond the veil, a visitor from a realm unbound by the laws that govern our reality? The truth remains as elusive as the shadow itself, never to grace our lives again, yet forever etched in the annals of our shared experience, a question mark against the canvas of our reality.
Story 3, Beneath the Rain-Soaked Rug.
My grandmother always said I had a peculiar gift, an ability to see those things which desperately wished to remain unseen. This tale begins 8 years ago in a new home nestled within the outskirts of Bakersfield, California. The move was a fresh start, but with it came a lingering sense of the unknown, amplified when we discovered items, including a large ornate rug left to the mercy of the season's relentless rains. As the skies cleared, my sister and I ventured into the sodden backyard to reclaim what the weather had abandoned. The rug, heavy and dripping, was our first challenge. Lifting its soaked weight, we uncovered not the expected bare earth, but a sight that would etch itself into our memories forever. There, quivering beneath the rug, was a creature of otherworldly origin. Its presence sparked an instinctual fear, a primal scream from both it and us, sending it scurrying into the earth itself. The creature, an enigma of nature, was unlike anything known to our world. About 10 inches tall, its skin bore the hue of a sunset forgotten by time, a deep orangey brown. Its eyes, large and round, seemed to encompass worlds of unspoken fear, while its body, devoid of fur but adorned with a peculiar tail, suggested a biology alien to our understanding. Despite its ephemeral nature, the creature lacked wings, an oddity that made its sudden disappearance beneath the ground all the more mystifying. As we peered into the damp earth, searching for a sign of its passage, we found none. No burrow, no trace of its existence, save for the lingering aura of its presence. Our family, no strangers to the odd and unexplainable, could offer no solace or explanation. The creature, a phantom of the rain-soaked earth, left behind nothing but questions and a chilling realization of the vast unknown that lies just beyond the veil of our perception. This encounter, brief as it was, has haunted me in the years since. My mind often wanders back to that day, pondering the nature of the creature and the world it heralded from. Was it merely a visitor from a hidden realm, or a guardian of secrets too profound for human understanding? The answers remain elusive, buried beneath layers of reality too complex to unravel. Yet, in the stillness of night, when the world around me sleeps, I find myself listening for the faintest sounds of movement beneath the ground, a reminder of the day the earth revealed its hidden depths. The experience has become a part of me, a story etched into the fabric of my being, a constant reminder of my grandmother's words and the mysterious unseen worlds that exist just beyond the corner of our eye.
Story 4. The Guardian in the Mist.
In the heat of a day marked by the mundane task of watering trees, my reality veered into the realm of the inexplicable. The job was as routine as any in the world of landscaping, yet the isolation of the area, with only the distant hum of freeway traffic as company, lent an air of solitude to my endeavors. It was amidst this solitude that the extraordinary found me. Turning from my task, I was met with a sight both awe-inspiring and unsettling. There, standing with an imposing presence, was a canine figure, massive in stature and shrouded in mystery. Its size rivaled that of a wolf, yet any comparison fell short in capturing the essence of its being. What struck me most was not just its size, but the indiscernible nature of its visage, as if its face were veiled by a swirling black mist, obscuring any features that might hint at its true nature. Time seemed to stretch, the world holding its breath as we regarded each other. There was no aggression in its stance, no malice in its bearing, yet the air was thick with an intensity that words fail to encapsulate. And then, as if our encounter were but a whisper on the wind, it turned, vanishing into the forest with a grace that belied its size. Driven by a mix of curiosity and an inexplicable urge to follow, I rushed to the edge of the trees, only to find nothing. No sign of its passage, no tracks to suggest it had ever been there, and no sound of movement through the underbrush. The silence that followed was profound, a stark reminder of my solitude. Reflecting on the encounter, I realized that fear had never touched my heart. Instead, a sense of kinship, however fleeting, had filled the void of isolation, leaving me with a sense of comfort I hadn't known I needed. The creature, whatever it was, felt not like an intruder, but more akin to a guardian, its presence a reminder of the unseen connections that bind us to the natural world. That day remains etched in my memory, a vivid reminder of the mysteries that lie just beyond the veil of our understanding. In the years since, I've pondered the nature of the guardian that crossed my path, a being that defied explanation, yet offered a moment of inexplicable connection. It stands as a testament to the wonders that exist in the shadows, waiting for those willing to look beyond the surface of the world we know.